Into the game.
Points in the paint will be another big key as the Heat do not score a lot of points down low.
Tracy McGrady knocks it down from 20. Have your score. Wade puts that on the floor. Heat coughing it up like crazy. Even numbered break for the Magic. Lou pulls up from 19, shot at 17.
Another bad break for the Magic. Just did not handle it right. I mean, could have gotten a much higher percentage shot.
Alston in traffic, got hammered. And it's going to be Tracy McGrady's first personal foul.
Well, that's one of those situations. I'm talking a fast break where you have to get a basket. You have the numbers and you're going down. Bogans was out. T-Mac was coming. And the jump shot came from the outside. That's a play you want to go right to the basket with the ball and get a higher percentage shot.
So Wade, the kid out of Marquette, he's been red hot, had a bone contusion in his hand, but since the first of the year, he's been a very solid Miami performer. They've got more for them. Eddie Jones pulls up in transition. Shot it hard. Pachulia rebounds, loses it. Wade gets fouled in the act of shooting.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there when I'm talking about smart plays by a young guy. Dwyane Wade shows the ball very nicely that time, gets Zaza up in the air, and I told Dennis, I said, man, you probably have about 3 years left. He says, well, yeah, I think so.
Tracy, tough shot, makes it anyway.
Very, very tough shot. He has a way of making that look easy.
For Miami.
The Magic had an opportunity to go on and build this lead early.
Heat on a
Another turnover.
13-2 run as the Magic cough it up for the 5th time. Wide open, easy pass, and the lay-in for Wade. He's got 7. And so with 1:42 left,
to take that shot away from McGrady. Plenty of time here to get a shot off, however, for the Magic.
Ball in the hands of McGrady. 2 seconds left. The floater to Gooden with 8/10 left. Nice play.
Well, I tell you what, that's very close to being goaltending. That might have gone in without the hand of Drew Gooden. We might around, you know, Dennis, how important it is when that shot shows itself. You got to let that thing fly. Of course, we never had to tell you.
I was just ready to say Brian Hill or Matty didn't have to tell me too many times. That's why I loved being the second pass out of the double team.
Well, sure, because when that thing rotates back around, you always have a step on that defense. T-Mac takes it to the hole here. But when that ball rotates around to you, that defense trying to catch up, but you get 3 steps on a defensive player. You got to let that thing fly.
You have to let it fly. It's part of the offense, it's part of the flow.
Play in the second quarter.
You know, the key is, you know, it's not so much the shot, but it's how you come out and play the shot. Now, you understand that Heat have been making jump shots. I mean, they're making jump shots. So the effort Dennis Scott was just talking about, you have to bring that on that play. Hopefully, we'll get to see Drew Gooden, how he comes out to defend that shot. I mean, he comes out, does not challenge, and does not force him to put the ball on the floor. We'll get a chance.
18 for Miami. Rasul Butler, his career high is 22. He's got 12 in the game.
And
everything's going in now.
I really love Dwyane's game, Wade's game. He's tough.
Good, isn't he?
He's tough.
And now timeout on the floor. Everything dropping for the Heat. And a 20-point Miami lead. Folks aren't happy here at TD Waterhouse Center.
Name 3D, and I used to always yell to the guy, spacing, you're in my space, spacing.
Did you ever play with a teammate who gave you as much space as that guy did as Wade hits again?
I used to always tell people, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Anderson.
Sitting to our left, that's about
not Bruce.
Uncle Bruce. 30 seconds to play, another dunk for the Heat. Wade got free, he's got 13.
So that brings us to number 1, and that might be fittingly.
Here it is.
Wouldn't you say? Literally and figuratively.
Can we guess this one?
There you go.
Tracy McGrady. He joined the Magic 4 seasons ago. T-Mac has become one of the most exciting players in the game today. A 2-time All-NBA first-team selection. He led the league in scoring last season. And on Sunday in Los Angeles, he will play in his 4th straight All-Star game. He wears number 1, and he, ladies and gentlemen, is your selection as the number 1 player in the history, the 15-year history of your Orlando Magic.
8% in this ball game and out rebounding the Magic 25-12. So as we look at our Dodge shot chart, you look at the shots the Heat made in that period, they missed just 6 shot attempts. I mean, that's almost unbelievable when you think about how the Heat have shot the ball all season long. So the Heat have just totally showing no regard.
Easy trip to the basket for Wade that time.
Showing no regard for anyone else for the Magic other than Tracy McGrady. To figure out what they have there. I'm not saying they're real happy with what they've seen thus far.
McGrady follows his own shot. He's in double figures. His first basket of the second half.
But
each season high, ironically, came against the Magic on January 2nd. They scored 112, and they're on pace to do that tonight. Dwyane Wade lays it up and in again. He's got 17, and Johnny Davis wants to talk it over.
Now, no white shirt jumped for the rebound that time. I mean, it's just you don't win games when you don't at least make a play on a ball like that.
That's an effort play.
Yeah, sure.
You just got to get up off the floor. Dwyane Wade's been running through past guys all night, especially here in the second half.
Tracy McGrady gets a shot to fall. T-Mac still working hard at it. But yeah, you know, it's those hustle plays that drive. I have to drive a guy like yourself, Jeff, just a little bit crazy trying to talk about it, because one thing, the one thing that those teams did. Now watch right here. Look who jumps. One guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost unheard of when you have Drew Gooden, who is a 6'10" power forward who has excellent athletic ability, who can jump out of the gym.
At 14 points, 6 rebounds, and most of that damage coming here in this third quarter.
You're right.
12 of the 14, as a matter of fact. We're under a minute. Tracy lets it go and parries it on a turnaround. Grady leads all Magic scores. He's got 16 in the game.
Better in that period, and they have to try to sustain it, though, for a longer period of time. T-Mac with the first 2 of this quarter.
But again,
good job.
There's a Miami turnover. Let's see if the Magic can cash it in. Ball in the hands of McGrady. Guarded by Butler. He's had a huge night tonight as well. Drew Gooden in traffic, draws the whistle. And the ball kicked into the stands. That'll be a technical foul. I think Odom's the man that...
Well, I think that was just a slap of the basketball by Odom. He just kind of... That hurts the hand if it was, in fact, his hand.
Let's see.
He thought he made a good play on Drew Gooden. I don't know for sure what he's upset with. You see him kind of punch that one up into the stands.
Well, hey, Lennox Lewis is retired. The heavyweight division might need a new contender.
I don't know that he would be a heavyweight, though. I know he's 6'10", but he weighs about 130. You have to have it in single digits.
Ball lost on the way up by Wade. Another stop by the Magic. He'd turn it over now for the 12th time in the ball game. Make it 13 now. McGrady for 3, got none. Quick shot.
Yeah.
And not a good shot. Miami the other way.
The only thing makes that one a good one is if it goes down and then another layup.
McGrady, Howard, Gooden, and Giricek on the front line. 10 to shoot for Tracy in front of the Magic bench.
Well, he's having a hard time holding on to that ball right there. Shoot that.
Beautiful move on the baseline. It's a 9-point game.
Very nice. Boy, that was unbelievable how easy he makes that look.
9 minutes to go. Magic down 9. And the pressure building on the Miami bench now. They've not been a real good road team this year. They played last night. And Giricek with the foul as Wade goes a-tumbling. Beautiful up and under move by Tracy McGrady a moment ago. Magic once trailed by 25 in the game. They've chipped away and trailed by 9 late in the ballgame.
Because Portland definitely needs to improve their image. The Hawks are in a rebuilding situation. I think the Hawks know they're not going to re-sign him, so they're going to try to get some young guys and try to rebuild.
Well, the Magic chip it back to 8. 92-84. Big comeback, down 25. Now down 8 on their own floor. Indeed it is. Magic defense forces a Wade turnover. So Miami struggling from the field, struggling at the free throw line. Now turning it over. They reload with Grant, with Odom. 112 against the Magic down in Miami. They're on their way to that or more tonight unless the Magic defense stiffens in the final 7 minutes of the game.
Well, the good thing is there's still plenty of time. Still plenty of time for the Magic, too.
For the Heat, Alston in trouble. Finds Wade, who penetrates, finger rolls, and hits at the buzzer. Wade with 22.
Well, I'll tell you what, this young fella looking great in this game.
Another quick shot, rims out from McGrady. Sight on the boards for the Magic tonight. Wade splits 1-2, takes a trip to the hole, and lays it in. There was some contact on the play, but not the kind that would preclude a Miami player from tripping right through the painted part of the lane. Magic Television Network, Jack.
Well, our Built Ford Tough stats will show you the Magic with just 16 rebounds in that game. That's almost unbelievable. And a lot of times when you shoot a high percentage, you don't have a lot of rebounds, but the Heat shooting 57%, and they have 14 offensive rebounds. So, you know, it's just one of those games where the Magic are just not finding a way to get to the glass. Dwyane Wade, he's going to be a leader.
Yeah,
I mean, he's going to lead this ball club.
This may sound funny, but it reminds me of a bigger Tim Hardaway.
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying he's the same kind of player, but the same kind of gritty, gutty, go right at the opponent type stuff. And he's obviously not afraid to take big shots or make big plays. He's done that all night.
Yeah, I agree with that. But even deeper than that, I mean, you know, you have a lot of guys coming out of college or coming into this league that can make plays, you know, that can score for you, that can do some things. But I'm just talking about the fact that this guy is able to come in and say, listen, guys, you come behind me. I mean, you don't get that from rookies very often, but I'm seeing a guy that, you know, you just know he has that quality. What would have happened to this franchise had we been able to keep that team together?
Absolutely.
I mean, who knows?
Tracy McGrady gives it up, and a dunk hammered home by Dwyane Howard, who we talked about it, averaging 16. He's got 21 tonight. 2 minutes to go. Backdoor McGrady got fouled. Clock stops. That's more important, and he'll go to the foul line.
Great pass by Rod Strickland, right on the money, and good eye contact. Look at the eye contact. Tracy McGrady and Rod. And T-Mac got pulled on the shoulder, and he's trying to shake off that foul.
An Eddie Jones-like game for him tonight. This is
outside, and in this situation, you know, he's just not as comfortable as he might be.
10 to shoot. Wade.
Jump
and
ball.
A jump ball. McGrady got his hands on the basketball and will jump it with 1:07 to go.
I think Rod Strickland's in there. Good job, Rod, jumping back in.
You're
there.
right. Bounce the arm on the rookie. There's the tap, and Miami wins it. 9 to shoot. Wide open three, and buried by Alston. He's hit 6 threes tonight. He has 19 in the game, and that's a backbreaker. 10-point game with a minute to go. Tracy lets fly for 3 off the back iron. Rebound Miami, and the Heat are in real good shape now with the ball.